Hello.
Hi, I'm Carolyn. I'm the IT for Sam.
I'm Adam. I'm Sam's EA.
Oh, awesome. Have a seat. Have you been in EA for very long?
4 months.
Okay, so you're kind of new to the whole
Yep.
thing. That's great. Well, Sam's going to be entering into your classroom in kindergarten come January. He's transitioning out of our IBI program. So we just kind of came in today just to kind of go through some of the things that we're doing with Sam using PECS, which is the Picture Exchange Communication System. So I don't know how much you know about Sam already. Do you know much, or you just
No, it's limited. I don't get to see him anytime throughout the week, so.
Okay, so he is nonverbal. He's 5. So we're working with him to increase the spontaneous communication, even though he's nonverbal, trying to get him to not only be able to spontaneously ask for the things that he wants or needs, but also be able to interact with other people. Because he is he has autism, so he's not the most social.
Right.
So we're really working on that with him. So today we're just going to go over the procedure for teaching new PECS. He does have a vocabulary of about 15 right now, but we are still working on different ones like juice and banana, things like that, and he'll definitely need more coming into the school environment. So we're going to go over the procedure for teaching new PECS, but we're also going to go over how to maintain the skills he already has, so the PECS that he's already using, and then go over kind of how to increase his proficiency using the PECS. So, yeah. Do you have any questions about him, anything like that?
No, let's see what you got.
Okay, so I have for you, here you go. So I have for you the checklist, and the checklist we're going to do some role playing, and I'll go through it with you the first time and role play with you and kind of answer any questions, kind of guide you along. And then the second time we do it, I'll be Sam, and you just do what you do and do what you remember, and I'll just kind of go through this checklist. It's just kind of to see if there's anything we missed in the training, just kind of to maintain the integrity of the training, and also score, but kind of see how prepared you are to go at it on your own, because it is.
Okay.
It is daunting if you're new to the experience, for sure. If maybe we can set up some more training, we'll just kind of see how it goes. So if you want to go over the checklist with me, so this is mine. So for the first one, it's learning new PECS, so teaching him how to use new PECS that you'll be using in the classroom. So the first thing you're going to do is you want to make sure all your materials are set up. You want to be sitting close enough so that he can hand you he can hand you the PECS and you can hand him the reinforcers. And then you also want to be sitting facing him. He may get up and move around, and that's alright, but you want to make sure that you are open and accessible to him. The reinforcers that we are going to be using are ones that they're big reinforcers for him. He loves food, he loves juice, that's one we're working on right now. He's got crackers, he loves to squish this ball, and his mom has quite a few. I'm sure she'll send some with you, but he is very, very tactile in that manner. So you're going to be, we're going back to the checklist. You're going to be sitting facing him, and you're going to hold the reinforcer, and then you're going to hold it up for him to see. So you want him to be able to kind of connect with it. He may start off not looking at you at all. Just wait until he looks at you. So again, the needs to be in front of him already, so that as soon as he makes that connection, he can go for it. He may just not respond. He may kind of be in his own little world, and he does that. If that happens, you can start interacting with, so like, yum, 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 this is so good, or, oh, I love this orange ball, just trying to kind of coax him into it. Typically he responds pretty quickly to the things that really do reinforce him. So what you're going to do is you're holding it up, so he may grab for it. In that case, you are going to redirect his hand directly to the peck. So as soon as he picks up that peck, you're immediately going to give him the reinforcer.
Okay.
You're not waiting for him to hand it to you at this point. It's a new skill. As soon as he picks it up, just hand it to him. And you want to give him lots and lots of verbal praise. So you really want to say, oh, good job, maybe clap for him, whatever feels natural. Okay, so that's going to be for the new PECS. For maintenance, you're going to go through pretty much the same steps. You're going to set up your materials. You want to be sitting in the same position, facing him. You want the PEC in front of him already. You're going to hold up the reinforcer and make sure he can see it. The only difference here is that you're going to wait until he picks up the PEC. And then you're going to hold out your hand. So rather than immediately giving him that reinforcer, you're going to wait until he puts it in your hand. Because with those ones, he already knows, has to go in the hand before he gets the object. But as soon as it's in your hand, automatically he gets the reinforcer. Then obviously lots of praise, same thing. One of the things you can do, just kind of check him and see where he's at with identifying the actual PEC with the object, not just any PEC, but the PEC that matches that object. So one of the things you can do is actually doing kind of a discrimination. So you want him to be able to tell which one's which. So if I have the one for cracker and the one for ball, I'm going to put them both down, go through the same steps, and my materials are already set up, sitting in the same position. So 2 PECs in front of him, 3 moving up as he gets more proficient. So you're going to hold the reinforcer that you want in your hand. So if I'm holding a cracker, I have cracker and ball here. So if he's going for ball, redirecting him to the PEC for cracker, and waiting until he picks that one up. So, and then reinforcing. He doesn't have to hand it to you in this one because they're still very new. Once you get into the maintenance, once you move away from it being a very new skill, then you're going to incorporate him handing it to you. So right now we're just kind of working on him just picking it up. But then again, you're going to give him the reinforcer immediately, you're going to give him lots of praise, and that's kind of going to be what you do for that. So that's the checklist I'm going to go over, but that's also the procedure that we're using with him. So do you have any questions about either one, either the new or?
No, we can just go through the checklist.
Yeah, so I'm going to go through the checklist when we're doing our second role play. So I'll kind of be marking you as we go, but it's just kind of to see, where we're at and how comfortable you're feeling, because once you're in the actual situation, it's easy enough to go through and say, these are the things you have to do, but
yeah,
it's kind of harder when you're put on the spot. So, yeah. Any other questions, anything like that? Or are you feeling ready to do some role play?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do some role play. I'll be Sam, and you will be you. So if we want to start with a new skill, so a new one is juice.
Right.
So that'll be your reinforcer, and this is the type for juice. So I'm going to be Sam, and you are going to have your materials all set up and everything. You're feeling ready. Facing me, you got it already? Yep.
So, juice.
Okay. It's in front of me, right? So you're going to put the pack in front of me first.
First?
Yeah, you put the juice down first. You're going to put the pack in front of me first, and then you're going to hold up the reinforcer.
Okay, what if he grabs it before I get a chance to pick this up?
In that situation, typically he won't. Typically he's kind of not really all that interested until he sees this.
Oh, okay.
So you may want to have it in a position, if you have like the desks where you can put something underneath them, you know, like inside them. Having the reinforcer there, we're finding works really well, because as soon as he sees the reinforcer, he is all about that reinforcer, especially with juice. It's a big one for him. He doesn't get a lot of juice at home, and so yeah, he likes to grab for that immediately. So if I'm Sam, I have my PEC there, I'm probably not paying attention. I see the juice, I'm probably gonna grab for it.
Yeah.
So what would you do in that situation if I'm grabbing for it?
Move your hand down to where it's
Yeah. So I've grabbed it.
As soon as you do that.
Okay, perfect. Take my juice. Awesome.
Perfect.
Did you miss anything? Do you remember anything?
Am I supposed to take the card back?
Absolutely at the end. The only extra thing in there would be just some verbal praise. Good job.
All right.
I know, it's harder when you're role playing because it's like, but, okay, well, do you want to do a discrimination one?
Yep, that's
Okay.
2.
Yeah, you can start with 2. It's probably a good start. So with this one, we'll use
Ball.
Sure. Okay. So
See the ball?
yeah, I do see the ball. So I go to grab it.
Yeah, and
Yep, that's perfect. So putting my
Right in the
hand
middle?
on the, yep, you can put my hand right on the table. If he grabs for it immediately, put my hand on the table, his hand on the table, and wait for him to go either way.
okay.
So if I'm going for this one, what are you going to do? If I'm going for the wrong one.
The wrong one, then you move your hand over.
Yeah, you just redirect it.
Yeah.
Now I picked it up, and I get my ball.
Yeah.
And what do you do? Do you remember?
Good job.
Awesome. There you go. Okay, so are you feeling comfortable?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions or anything like that?
Nope.
And it's hard to kind of remember when you're actually like in the
Yeah.
groove. Do you want to do another one just to kind of walk through it again? It's entirely up to you.
Isn't there one more?
There's the maintenance one, which is essentially the same as the
Which one?
learning a new
Oh,
skill.
okay.
But
Which one's the one where you have to give it back?
That's the maintenance one.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to do that one and
Sure.
we can just kind of go through that? Okay, perfect. Okay, so you've set up everything, we're sitting, I have my pack.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Good job.
Awesome.
Keep forgetting.
That's okay, don't worry about it. So you did really well there. I didn't have to walk you through it at all, that's great. Just remembering the verbal praise, it just kind of, it's that second reinforcer, just that on top of, I mean, he's already got what he really wants, but just to let him know, yeah, that's the right thing. And so yeah, are you feeling comfortable with all 3 of them? Do you want to move right
yeah.
into?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, we'll stop between each one. We'll start with the new PEC, and then we'll do the maintenance, so the one we just did, and then we can do the discrimination. And in between each one, I'm just gonna mark you. I'm just gonna, okay,
Okay.
perfect.
So, cracker. Good job. Is that the right one?
No.
No?
That's okay.
I thought I was doing the new one.
No, that's okay. This is, do you wanna go over which ones are new and which ones are old again?
Yeah.
We can do that. Okay, so this one's new. Juice is new.
Yep.
Cracker and ball are both ones that he has already.
Okay.
So do you wanna, we'll start again because I didn't really go over that with you, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
So juice, and good job.
perfect, good job. Little reinforcing of you.
Yes.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Perfect. So. Awesome. Okay, so do you want to do the one that's already been learned?
The maintenance?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's just
either one, just get whatever pack.
Ball. Good job.
Awesome. Okay. Perfect. And then our last one is the discrimination. So if you want to set that up.
This one. No. Yes, that's the right one. Sure, you can do that too. I forgot to give it to you right away.
That's okay.
Good job.
Forgot that too. That's okay. It's one of those things that like
Yeah.
when you're in the actual situation where you're not doing it with another adult,
Yeah.
when you're doing it with a child, it's a lot easier to kind
Yep.
of good job, yeah, awesome, clapping. I mean,
So
it
will
feels
you
a lot
be
more
here
natural.
when Sam's here as well? For
One
time?
one of the things I was actually going to talk to you about, because you did very well with the role playing, but again, I mean, I'm well aware that, you know, when you're actually in the situation, it can feel a lot different, and it can feel a little more big, and I mean, you said you haven't met Sam a whole lot, so you haven't really gotten very comfortable with him and some of the behaviors that he has, so I would absolutely love to. I know Sam's coming in next Thursday for the morning. Maybe if we could set up a time, if you could rent out like a separate room, and we could kind of go in there and run through it together. I can run through a few with him and then pass it off to you and you can go through it with him. Yeah? Awesome. Okay, so what time do you think? I know he's going to be in the classroom and dealing and, you know, going through with the kids. He's coming in around 8:30. So if we let them do that first, do you want to say around 11?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Okay, so I am just going to. Okay, perfect. And just for you, this is just a copy of the procedure.
Right.
Just so you can kind of go over it, feel a little more comfortable with it. When I'm not here, if you have any, you know, questions in your mind, like, oh, should I have done this? What should I? It's all in here. My phone number's in here as well, so once he's actually in the program, if you have any questions or concerns, you can absolutely give me a call and we can deal with that.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so
I
much.
look forward to it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.